Welcome to your final strength class of the Flow into Strong program, or if you're doing this class on its own, still a perfect exploration of your inner power and identity. How you handle challenges as they arise and using all the skills you've developed to remember you're strong. This class is going to use 2 kettlebells. If you don't feel comfortable with the bells just yet, you can always use dumbbells, and I'll cue to that as well. We're gonna be working on some single leg deadlifts. We've got snatches, push-ups, really everything that we've been working on throughout these 4 weeks. Are you ready to crush it? Let's get going, starting with a warm-up. Come on down to a tabletop and then let your hips come back towards your heels, taking a nice child's pose. Keep the toes tucked so you start to activate through the backs of the feet. Remember that foundation. And let's just come into some grounding breaths. This is going to be quite a big class, so I want you to set up your intention, your mindset right here. Let yourself just come to this moment. Anything else that was happening before doesn't need to be present. So exhale, let all of that go. Take a big breath in through the nose. Exhale with a sigh. Now breathe in your intention, your power, your true identity and self. And as you exhale, I want you to sink into that energy, that image. Let's have an awesome practice. Come forward to a tabletop. Let's start with some cat-cows. Drop the belly, reach the heart forward. Exhale, round, press into the tops of the feet. Again, breathe in and breathe out. Exhale, round. And now we'll take it into an adductor rock. Extend your left leg out towards the side, slide forwards and backwards. If you want to externally rotate your left leg, turn your toes up towards the sky. And then we'll just switch. Left knee comes in, right foot out towards the side, slide forwards and backwards. External rotation, waking up the inside of your leg. We love externally rotating, feeling like we can press out through the knees, really important. Gently bring that back. Awesome, and we'll take it into a scap push-up. Here, I want you to come into a bear position, so lift your knees an inch off the floor, arms are straight, just let your shoulder blades slide together, and then really, really, really push down through the floor. Good, shoulders squeeze together, and push. One more. And push away. Down dog, lift the hips up, bend the knees left and right, pedal through your calves, and then take your right hand, reach for your left ankle, pull forward to a high plank, and then we'll switch. Use your low abs to lift the hips to pike up, left hand to right ankle, pull forward. Again, reach back. And we're not dropping too low. The hips are still in line with the chest in your plank. Let's take one more each side, and then we'll grab our kettlebell. If you're using a dumbbell, also totally fine. Same movement pattern with either weight. Come on up to stand. I'll grab one of my kettlebells. If you're using a dumbbell, it's just not going to start all the way from the floor for this first rep. You'll have it in your hands. We'll start with a split stance, RDL. So I'll show you without weight. I'll pull my hips back. As I come up, bring the kettlebell or the dumbbell up into the front rack. So that's our clean. And then we'll take an overhead press, staying in that split stance position, and we'll do that again. After that, keep the dumbbell up or kettlebell for a march. Let's get into it. We got 2 rounds. I have my left foot back, right foot forward. Hips go back. I'm gonna reach down for my kettlebell, pull my hips back, stand up strong, clean the kettlebell, and then press overhead, and then bring it right back down, just skimming the front of my body, using breath. If you're using your dumbbell, you're obviously not throwing it into your hands. It's just staying in your hands the whole time. And press. Let's do one more rep. And press. Nice work. Now bring your left foot back underneath you, soft bend in the knees, just as you press overhead. We'll take it into a march. Draw your knees up nice and slow. Arms are straight, biceps by the ears, and active through your feet as well, pressing down to the balls of the feet really strong. We got 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring the kettlebell or dumbbell to your chest and down to the floor. Take your hands off for a moment. Right foot comes back. Let's go into the other side. Hips back, reach down, pull the shoulders back, and clean the bell up and overhead. Sliding down, hips hinge back. Use your hips to pop it up. Press overhead again. One more, and then we'll hit that overhead march for that last time. And press, keep the kettlebell where it is. Overhead, get back into your march. Biceps framing the ears. Nice work. Last thing on our prep, and then we're gonna move into our main work. Nice, here we go, breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring your weight down. Take a moment to recover while I show you how to clean both bells up. This is an advanced movement. We haven't done it yet, but we have worked on our swings and our clean to get the kettlebells up into the front rack. This is gonna be prep for the second movement that we do in our main set, but I want you to see this as you're in your recovery. So you'll step back. Remember that reset swing, it's the same energy. Hips go back. You'll reach forward for the bells. This time I have both hands. It's a double clean. Hips go back. Remember, elbows come back, and then I stand up strong. Here we go, hips back. You're just watching here. Breathe in, exhale, and catch. This is going to set us up for our split jerk, which looks like this. I start with my feet on the floor together, little dip in my legs, punch overhead and catch in a split stance. I then bring my foot back and gently recover with the bells. You put the weight down the same way you pick it up. So our main set, we got 4 rounds starting with a single leg deadlift. We'll start with the right foot. The weights are in our hands, kettlebells or dumbbells. Hips go back and stand, 4 reps. After that, you either just bring the dumbbells up or we set up for that clean. We got our split jerk, 3 reps. Dumbbells then go down. We have 2 hand release push-ups, single arm plank hold. We do it 3 more times. You ready to rock? I am so happy to be using kettlebells, and I hope that you feel excited. If you're not working with them yet, know that you can always come back to this class. All right, single leg deadlift. Grab your equipment, your weight. You are holding on, arms are straight. Right foot is planted. We got 4 reps. Left leg goes back as we hinge and back up. The weights don't need to come all the way down to the floor. If you feel that you're rounding your back to do that, then don't go as low. 1 more rep here. Bend your knees to put the weights down, or if you're holding your dumbbells, just meet me in a front rack. I'm gonna get myself set. Cleaning the weights up, hips back, breathe in. Now I'm ready for my split jerk. 3 reps, little dip, punch, step forward, recover. Again, step forward, recover. Little dip, punch, step forward, recover. Gently put the kettlebells down the same way you picked them up, or move your dumbbells off towards the side. Hand release push up. Lower all the way down to your belly. Pull yourself down. Hands come up. Big breath in. Exhale. 1 more. Pull yourself down. Breathe in. You can always put your knees down on the way up, but not on the way down. Right hand comes to the middle of the mat. Spread your feet. Left hand to your left hip and hold. Drop the right hip or the left hip down. Make sure you're not locking out your right hand. Breathe. We got 5 seconds. Setting up for those snatches later. I want you to feel really strong on one hand. 3, 2, and 1. Stand up. Whew. All right. Round 3, single leg deadlifts. Your breath is your recovery. Let's get it. Feeling spicy. Here we go. Left foot is planted. Right foot starts to reach back. 4 reps. Foundation building from the ground up, coming into that power, working on your balance. This is really everything that we've done in these 4 weeks right here. That was 4. I'm gonna get myself ready for my clean. Hips back, breathe. Here we go. So now that right foot is coming back. Little dip, punch, reset, come back. Little dip, reset. It's not a full split squat, just a little stance. 1 more. And back up. Kettlebells down or dumbbells down. Hand release push-ups, 2 reps. Pull yourself down, breathe in. Don't hit your head with your equipment. Exhale. Again. Breath. Left hand to the middle. Right hand to your hip. Spread your feet a little wider if you need. Soft bend in your arm. Whew. We don't have to do a lot of reps. Remember, always, it's your intention. It's your breath control that makes this spicy. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. We got 2 more rounds. Starting first with our single leg deadlift. Grab your weights. The reason I love kettlebells so much is there's a respect that happens. You know, when you go through training, especially any of our certifications with kettlebells, we realize how powerful they are. And then you show up with the same respect, the same power. If I approached my kettlebells with fear or anxiety, then I wouldn't move very fluidly. Everything happens in the same way in life. Show up the way that you want to approach and feel in that experience. Hips back, reach forward. Be respectful with yourself and what you're doing. All right, split jerk, little dip, punch. You can still be using your dumbbells. It's the same movement. Dip, punch overhead, reset, bring the weight down, dip, punch, reset, dumbbells down, or kettlebells down. Either or, 2 reps. And release push-up. The beauty of this program and all of these classes is that you get to come back to them and feel a little bit stronger each time. Not because you're getting stronger, but because you're practicing and you're remembering, I almost just forgot that single arm plank. We're right here. Good, hips down, breathe. 5 seconds. And then we got one more round before we take a moment to breathe and then move into our next circuit. 3, 2, and 1. Stand up. Left side love on that deadlift. Respect as you pick up weight, just as you put it down. Here we go. The same way that you approach a interaction with anyone in your life, if you show up with respect, you're going to receive respect back. So if you respect this work, it's going to work for you. Just trust it. Bend the knees. Get yourself set for your clean. If you're with your dumbbells, they're already up. Here we go, hips back. Reach forward. Breathe in and go. Split, here we go. On the left side, dip. Reset. 2 more. Reset. Last one. Reset, nice work. Single arm plank on the left side. Left hand, right hand wraps. 10 seconds. Stay in the work. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and stand. Okay, continuous movement, coming into a moment of contrast where you just get to feel the effects of that work. Maybe close your eyes and just breathe. Our next circuit is only using one of your kettlebells or dumbbells. So we'll move the other one off towards the side. And we've got 3 rounds of the following. We'll take a lateral lunge clean, 4 reps, then a hip bridge chest press for 8 reps, and a full sit-up overhead press for 4. Really working on that overhead motion to get us ready for the finisher, which I hope you feel excited about, even if you don't know what it is yet. I'm gonna show our lateral lunge to clean. So I'm gonna start with the that's a kettlebell, but also the dumbbell works in my left hand, which means I'm gonna step out with my right. As I come up, use your hips, pop and catch. If you're using the dumbbell, it's the same motion, you're just bringing the dumbbell up towards your shoulder. We got 4 reps on the right, then we'll go right into the left side. Grab your weight, left hand, start with your left leg planted towards the left side of the mat, and let's step out with the right leg. Exhale. If you want to find yourself in this balanced position, you can, or you can just put your toe down. 3 more. Nice work. Catch. Elbow comes back. 1 more. Woo! We love the wobbles. Switch sides. That's why we worked on that march, so you can feel really strong. Oh, we don't start there. We start standing. Left foot steps out. Here we go. 4 reps. Good. Notice what I'm doing with this opposite arm. I reach back and then back in towards my body like I'm holding a plank. 1 more. Nice work. Lower down to your back. You can just bring that weight with you. We've got a hip bridge chest press. You're either holding one of your dumbbells. If you want a little bit more weight, you can grab both in your hand. I'm just gonna use 1 kettlebell here. Press my feet down, lift your hips up. We got 8 reps on a chest press. Pulling your elbows down towards your side. Active through the glutes, the hamstrings. Crown of the head is long, tailbone is reaching. Nice work. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. All right, lower your hips, extend your feet a little bit. You're gonna sit up all the way, and now press overhead. Gently pull yourself back down. 3 more. Press overhead, dig your heels down into the ground. That descent is not just you falling back, you're controlling yourself back down to the earth. 1 more. And press. Nice work. Put that weight down. Come on up to stand. We got 2 more rounds. Starting on this left side, left hand has the weight. Here we go. Lateral lunge to clean in 3, 2, and 1. Step out. Big pop. Nice. When I don't use my breath, I can't catch this position. I want you to recognize that for yourself too. We'll switch sides. 4 reps. Left foot steps out. Big step out. Exhale. 1 more. Nice. All right. We lower down. Hip bridge. Chest press. 8 reps. Lower down. Lift your hips up. We press overhead. 8. Nice work. You can always grab another dumbbell if you're just holding 1. 4 more. 3. 1 more. So the way this is programmed, we got our sit up now, is we're working on single leg balance, single leg strength, and then notice I'm holding with both hands, so working on this upper body with both. For our finisher, we're gonna combine the 2. Good, big press overhead. Nice work, that was 4. All right, I know I said 3 rounds, but I think we're gonna do 4. It just feels too good. Is that okay with you? You don't have an option. I want you to notice what happens when I add more, when I give you a surprise. That's part of this week, that empowerment. All right, you can do it. Stand up. So this would be round 3 of 4. Step out with your right leg. It just feels too good. 1 more. Nice, switch sides. Get into a rhythm with your body, with your breath. 1 more. Perfect. Hip bridge, chest press. We're cruising. Hips up, 8 reps. That weight is not just falling down. You're in control. Come back to your intention. Why did you choose to show up here? To even start this program. Flow into strong. What does strong mean to you? How can you tap into that energy right now? 3 more. 1 more. And down. We got 1 more round. You should be feeling it. I love getting to this part of my training where my body is fully online. I know what I'm doing, right? Round 4, you're already in the meat. Now just enjoy it. Stand up, right foot steps out, and clean. If I took a photo of you right here, you would be holding. Whoop. As I say that, I wobble. That's all right too. Switch sides. We step out, left foot. What does strong mean to you? Tap into it right now. It's not about pushing harder. It's about listening to the body and showing up with compassion, with awareness. Every energy, every sensation is part of your strong, all of these emotions. It's being able to recognize them and trust them. That's what strong is. Being vulnerable and open. 4 more. You got 8 reps here. Really dig your heels down, activating through the hamstrings. 2 more. We got that sit up. Here we go. Lower down. Really anchor through the earth. If you don't use your breath here, it gets really hard, especially with these heavier weights. 1 more. Nice. All right. Weight comes down. Stand up. Take a moment to recover. We've got our finisher. It is only 2.5 minutes. We're going to be working for 30 seconds, resting for 10. We're doing the following. We've got single arm snatches. You'll rest for 10 seconds, then a push-up with a reach. Let me demo that for you. If you've done the other classes in this program, we've already done a snatch with a dumbbell. It's a little bit different with our kettlebell, just because we're going to start from a swing position as opposed to having that the dumbbell right in between our legs to start. We're gonna have it out in front of us and approach it like we do our clean. So we are developing power in our swing, but the kettlebell is not going forward. You are bringing it up. So in our clean, we pull back and up. Our snatch, we just fully extend. So you'll pull back, elbow comes back and presses up towards the sky. I will say if this is your first time using a kettlebell for a snatch, you might feel it flop over you. That's okay, we're just working on our timing. If it starts to be too much, switch to a dumbbell and come back and practice all of those other kettlebell classes that we've done and then come back to here. Let me show you what our snatch looks like. Hips go back, you're still recovering and just watching. I'm gonna pull my hips back, this strong position. We did this in these reset swings and in our cleans. I'll bring the kettlebell up towards my hips, stand up strong and punch towards the sky. Here it goes. And then you bring it right back in between and we'll go right back up because we're doing continuous snatches. It looks like this. Let it fall down, exhale, let it fall down, exhale, and gently back down. So we got 30 seconds on the right, 10 seconds to recover. Push up, reach. We'll come down, push up, reach your right arm forward, and then come back down. After that, we hit the left side, and that's it. You ready? 30 seconds on. We'll start in 20 seconds. Choose if you're using your kettlebell or your dumbbell. We'll get going in 15 seconds. If you're using your kettlebell, start the way that you would your swing. It's out in front of you, feet are behind it. 10 seconds, pull your hips back, reach forward, sit your hips back, take a breath in. We go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Exhale. So we're here for 30 seconds. Punch to the sky. Keep the kettlebell really close to your body. It's not going out. And punch. Wrist stays straight at the top. 20 seconds. Nice work. Exhale. 10. Use your hips. 3, 2, and 1. Gently put your kettlebell down. Just move it out of the way. We got to push up, reach in 5 seconds. If you want to have that out as a target for you to reach for, you can. 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds. Exhale, push up, tap. Or you can reach past, your choice. You can always have the knees down, hips in line with the chest. Nice work. I'm feeling this. 10 seconds. Pick the option that makes you feel the strongest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 10 seconds to recover. Now we're just going into that left side. 30 seconds on our snatches. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips back, reach forward. Here we go. Good, stand up strong. And punch, 20 seconds. 10 seconds. Using your hips. 4, 3, 2, and easy down. 10 seconds. Last 30 seconds of this class. Push up, reach. Oh, I want that there. I want to reach for it. Here we go. Come down. 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds. Remember we worked on that single arm position? That's why, because you find it here. 15. If the knees are down, hips are in line with the chest. 10 seconds. Come on. Find your edge. You're stronger than you think. 3, 2, 1. Hips to heels, child's pose. Wow. You did that. You did that. That's amazing. Even if it was just this class or this whole program, really tap in to your gratitude, reverence for your body, your resilience to all of this training, to these challenges. You're still in your child's pose, you're breathing, knowing that your body can regulate itself. You'll start to crawl through. We're gonna take a Sphinx pose. You can move your weight out of the way, forearms down, bring the legs together, press down, reach the heart forward, open up, stretching open your core, your heart. I hope you're smiling here. You did so great. Tell yourself that. I'm a reminder, not the only cheerleader. We'll lower down, taking it into a scorpion. Left arm out towards the side, right hand bends. Bend your right leg, reach up and over, opening through your chest. Your right knee, reach your knee towards the back corner. Breathe. And then come back to center. Switch sides, right arm extends, left arm bends. Bend your left leg up and over and breathe. Really long through your right leg. Come back. Press yourself up to a seat. Just a few more, blah, 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 blah. Your brain, your body probably feels that way too. Just a few more moments to come back and think about all of the work that you've done to get you to this place. What does flow into strong mean for you? We've worked through our foundation, our awareness, movement, pleasure, solitude, identity, and your empowerment. Bring your hands to prayer right in front of your heart, the center of your power, of your strong. Bow down, a symbol of gratitude. Thank you to your body. The strong within me sees and honors the strong within each and every one of you. Thank you so much for showing up. I'll see you right back here very, very soon. I'm ASF, and I love you.